No, this title is not clickbait. Twitch has made a good call. And I want to dig into that today because, like, Twitch has been digging a deep, deep grave recently. They've been giving me a heaping of spoiled milk. So it's really nice to get a good old tall glass of water out of this website for once in ages. So I'm going to dig into that today because, of course, we've been seeing recently that Twitch has been adding the, like, limitations to sponsorships with, like, no banners and everything, which, by the way, they immediately went back on and changed their mind. Which you can see right here with yesterday we released the branded content guidelines that impacted your ability to work with sponsors to increase your income, blah, 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 whatever they said. And then, they recalled it, although it seems like the community notes is ripping them a new one in here because it says it's still in their TOS, which I assume maybe the community notes beat them to it and it might be gone from the TOS now because I know that they aren't joking when they said that they were going to be doing this. Also, the Twitch CEO has been more visible. I mean, with Emmett Shear previously, before Dan Clancy, we saw none of him. And we've seen more of Dan Clancy in the past 2 weeks than we saw of Emmett Shear in years. Of course, there's the recent video of him on a stream right before releasing the new branded content guidelines, talking about how to convince your wife to pee on your leg. Yeah, that's real. I'll just show it to you. You know, just watch this real quick.
Dan, thoughts?
Well, my thought, and this may border on given Dante's desire, this actually may border on good advice.
Okay.
And I think you started it here with the pee in the mouth, Jojo.
Right.
You gotta make it worse.
Okay.
So then the compromise is just peeing on your leg.
He would know, right? With the way he runs Twitch, he would know, right?
Okay. So like Jojo's talking about peeing in the mouth. If you go for peeing in the mouth and she says absolutely not, I refuse not, then you compromise and say, oh, in that case, what about my leg?
Okay. Now, how do I go about getting it to my chest? Because that is the overall.
Yes, that's fine. The chest is better than the mouth, isn't it?
Yeah.
The chest better than.
So, of course, as you can see, Dan Clancy is trying to pee in our mouth, but instead, the goal is peeing on our leg. But that is all being thrown on the back burner for now because Twitch has released the Partner Plus program, which essentially is going to bring back the 70-30 split for creators making money, which is awesome. That's really good. It's a really good start. They tweeted about it this morning, today, which is so incredibly awesome. It's a huge move in the right direction. The website says here, the Partner Plus program will allow you to get that 70-30 split, which, by the way, let me explain it, put it in layman's terms for you guys. So the 70-30 split is something that Twitch and Twitch's streamers has been asking for a long time. It used to be something that partners had, and it was taken away. Right now, Twitch runs a 50-50 split of revenue. And how that works is every time you get a sub, let's say it's a $5 sub, which is the baseline Twitch sub, tier 1, you get about $2.50 of those $5. Maybe less. There's taxes involved, so it's weird, but you get half of that revenue. With 70-30 split, you would get 70% rather than the 50%, which is really nice. Well, they brought it back, but they only brought it back for partners who have over 350 subscribers. So it's a little limiting. It's not helping the common man of Twitch, the 99.99%. But it's still a really good move in the right direction. Also, if you get these criteria, you get in for the 12 months and you get to stay there for the 12 months. But if you pass $100,000 in revenue, it goes back to 50-50, which honestly, at that point, whatever, if you're making more than $100,000 a year, you already have like a tenth of a mega yacht. You're fine. I think you're doing set on money, but still, it's something to keep in mind. It's something to consider. And it's not perfect. I saw some comments on Twitter saying this is an L for Twitch, which I think is a bit of a lie. I think it's just people are still on the hype train of thinking Twitch is bad, which it is. Don't get me wrong, Twitch has been making really bad moves lately, but I do want to give the benefit of the doubt. This is a solid move in the right direction. We are on the right track now, hopefully. And actually, I saw a tweet sent out where someone talked to Twitch about because YouTube right now has 70-30 for everybody who streams, every member, because like members, which by the way, you can become a member on my channel now because I have monetization now. Every member is 70-30. So of my 99-cent member, I get 70 cents. That's fine. Whatever. 70-30 is a great split. Well, someone asked Dan Clancy on the Twitch stream that happened today, as it released, his thoughts on why, like, YouTube has this and, like, they're split. He gives an answer. It's a little confusing, but I'm not going to answer it for you. I'm going to play it for you guys, and I want to hear your input on it. And this will be something that you guys can talk about in the comments. But here, watch this real quick, and then we'll see what happens.
Game, thanks for the question. Genuine question is, how does this compete with YouTube? You already offer a 70-30 split for everyone who already offers everyone a 70-30 split for everyone without a cap or criteria. Ultimately, in terms of how we work our program and how they work their program is different. I think there are differences across the board. We have the Prime sub benefit, which is a meaningful benefit for many of our creators, and our focus is doing what we can to help our creators, given our need to run this as a sustainable business. We focus a lot on streamers. One thing that I often talk about is how we give you your stage. This is all we do. This is all we focus on. And we think that benefits you in terms of the community experience that it creates on your channel, that allows you, as you engage with your audience, to retain and keep that audience. So that's what we focus on, to try and offer you the best experience and the best streaming experience. But
so yeah, it's kind of weird the way he explains it, but essentially he's trying to say that he kind of beat around the bush for that answer. He doesn't really explain how he competes with YouTube, but I want to hear your thoughts on that. I don't really fully understand what he meant. But yeah, 70-30. This is a really, really good step in the right direction, and I'm hoping that it continues going good. I don't want to see Twitch fail. Twitch is always going to be making mistakes, and every site's going to be making mistakes. And, of course, there are Kick streamers who want to see Twitch go under, and there are Twitch streamers who are angry at Twitch, rightfully. But you also have to consider that this healthy competition between websites is extremely valuable. Like, Kick exists because it learned what not to do from Twitch. It learned how to be better. And that is valuable. That's extremely necessary when it comes to running a website. So competition between sites makes sites better. That's just like if you have a pizza shop, two pizza shops on the same street, and they're both competing. They're going to make better and better pizza because they want to be better than their opponent. And eventually they'll be creating perfect stuff. And that's great. We want that. So hopefully they keep making good pizza. Hopefully Twitch stops putting pineapple, that's an arguable thing, stops putting pineapple on it with ham, and starts throwing some more pepperoni. Get some deep dish, maybe some thin crust. We like some thin crust. If you don't, you're insane. Also, we must end this with a sad side note. We have lost a soldier today. AI-generated Family Guy was banned on Twitch. So, there's a reason it was banned. It was an AI run by chat, so you could see where things could go wrong. It got really racist really fast. And so it was banned. It was gone. And I just wanted to comment on that. AI's been taking over the market lately. You've seen AI SpongeBob everywhere. I remember the AI Seinfeld thing trended a while ago. But yeah, I had to add this in this video because it's Twitch related. So there's that. So anyways, yeah. Also, one more thing before we wrap up for today. Some good news. So in the last video that I posted, we posted about Just Foxy and how her car essentially got firebombed and blown up. And almost burnt down her house by a viewer who drove 700 miles. Well, luckily, as of today, that viewer has been arrested for arson, which, wow, who would have thought? Arson? But yeah, that is a good ending to that story. I haven't seen anything else released. I assume she just wants it to end there. I don't want this drama to continue anyway. It's kind of cringe when people grind out drama for longer than it needs to be, kind of like how FaZe is with Grace Van Dyne. By the way, they're still on that. There's still things coming out about the Grace Van Dyne drama, which is so childish. Just drop it. You didn't want her in there. She's not there anymore. It's fine. But yeah, that's it for now. Also, I'm trying to find new and efficient ways to find news on my channel. I don't really know, like, I've been doing this alone. I'm trying to I scroll through Twitter to find the things that I make these videos on. So if you guys ever have topics you think that I should cover, if you ever have things you find interesting that you want me to make a video on, let me know. Always let me know. I'd love to see it in the comments. Also, if you have any comments and thoughts on this Twitch stuff, if you think this is a good change, or you think Twitch is just doing this to satisfy us for a little bit, and then they're going to drop some other terrible thing on us, let me know. I'm curious. Also, if you liked the video, I know this isn't one of my more quippy videos, this is more serious, but maybe subscribe, maybe stick around. I'd love to see you in future videos. And maybe like the video. We love moving forward on the algorithm and not dying in YouTube's palms. Also, expect more content soon. I think tomorrow's going to be a silly video about dogs graduating college. Yes, I know that's not at all related to content I made before, but there's a thank you note at the end to some of the comments I've been receiving lately. So keep an eye out for that. I'll see you guys in a future upload. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye. And let's hope Twitch doesn't explode again.